This is Adrian Hart with your Southeast Colorado News on seconews.org. We're here at the Seco News Studios in La Junta with Ryon Medical of La Junta and Lamar. Amber, good morning. How are we doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing very good. Now, I didn't want to butcher your title, so give us the full title.
All right. So I'm Amber Settles, and I am a clinical social worker with Ryon Medical in Lamar, Colorado. And so psychotherapist.
There we go. Clinical social worker. To me, yeah, we need layman's terms here.
Yeah, a therapist, a clinician.
This is someone you need to talk to.
Yes. So if you're, struggling with whatever it may be, depression, anxiety,
grief and loss.
Grief and loss is really big right now. There's a lot of things, pulling people down right now. And so, there's times in our lives when we need to talk to someone else just to help us get through the day.
And having that third party that's not a family member, not going to make judgment on you, who's outside of your peer group.
Yeah, unbiased, we're holistic. We want to treat the whole person. We want to take care of your bio, your psycho, your social, and your emotional. And so it's a great fit, that we can have Kevin, who takes care of the medical and the psychotropic medications, the MAT therapy, but also you need to take care of yourself. And that's where we get into the behavioral health part of it. And so I love it because we have the whole package. And so we can meet needs in many different ways. So if you need the MAT therapy, there are therapists that can help you with those needs, because you're going to see depression and anxiety. A lot of times whenever you do have things going on, you can take things back to a trauma.
Right.
Generally, a childhood trauma or an adult trauma, and we don't deal with things, right? And so we stuff it down and we think, I'm just going to get over this, I'll be okay. And so we stuff. And then what happens when we stuff is it's going to come back out. It's going to come back out as anger, or it's going to come out as depression, anxiety, or addiction. Right?
Yeah.
And so we're there to let you not stuff and to help you unravel and let those things out and get you back to who you used to be, and then create those connections and those supports. So we holistically look at, all your needs as, a person. And so a lot of times we'll pull the family and do a few family therapy sessions as well.
Right, because those outside contributors are really inside the family unit.
Yeah.
And having a huge impact on whichever member's psyche, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And,
and those roles they play within the family unit determine your stress levels among all those things you have to face.
And we think that it's easy to talk about things, right? And we think, it's going to be so easy to tell my spouse something happened, or to talk to my child about a death in the family. But it's not. And then we lose those words, and then we nobody talks about it, and we kind of shut down, and we're like, well, they don't want to talk about it, I'm going to leave it alone.
It kind of turns into this introvert process that can do damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you're not letting someone else know, hey, here's the plight I'm facing.
Yes.
And just in sharing that information, often you feel like you have a partnership on your side.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can't look past the evidence-based. We have an increased anxiety, we have an increase in depression since COVID, and we have an increase in our children. So it's the highest we've ever seen it. We don't know the trajectory of this, right? We're going to have to watch this for years. And so there's just a great need right now to talk to someone and to, find those words and use those words. And so when you come and talk to a therapist, you can say anything you want to say, and then we can teach you skills to help you, calm down, do some breathing, do some relaxation.
Cope with those anxieties that you're facing on the daily.
So it's not building up into a blow up or anger or shutting down completely, and then we physiologically start to have physical sensations like, thyroid disorder, or anxiety and depression can absolutely lead to the comorbidity of diabetes.
Oh, yeah.
Let alone, we already talked about addiction. That's a comorbidity as well.
Well, I'll tell you, when I start to stress out, my body feels it.
Yeah.
And that high stress job of chasing the news, it just kind of compounds it when it doesn't stop while I sleep.
Yeah, so relaxation techniques would be awesome for you, right?
Yeah.
Listening to meditation, doing some deep breathing, just giving yourself time for self-care.
Exactly.
We don't do that anymore, do we?
Not as often as we need to.
Right.
So give yourself the opportunity for some self-care partnered along with your medical care.
Yes.
With Ryon Medical.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys have offices both here in La Junta and in Lamar.
We do, and we have telehealth as well as in person, so we can meet your needs.
All right. Anything you feel like you want to add, Amber?
No, I think that, we're here for you. We want to meet you where you're at, and if you're struggling, you're not alone. Please, reach out to Ryon Medical and, get scheduled with the therapist nearest you with the next opening.
All right. Very good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. For Ryon Medical, for Amber, and the people of Southeast Colorado, I'm Adrian Hart with your Southeast Colorado News.